It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to the Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast. Another really busy morning here, folks. Anyway, today's podcast, of course, is October the 30th, 2024. Coming to you from Bedford County, Virginia, Central Virginia area right near Lynchburg. And the show today is brought to you by Will U.S., the owner of Scoot Around, and of course, by chilliescruises. We've got a bunch of news stories this morning and a bunch of other things to go over. The lead story this morning, Propulsion issues for another Carnival ship. We'll talk about that quite a bit. Also today, hull maintenance for Disney Wonder. Virgin Voyages adds Alaska in 2026. Vancouver breaks a record. Montreal report is outstanding. Holland America World Voyage changed substantially. Crown Princess arrives in Sydney. To a ship completes sea trials. And the Liverpool Crew Welfare Hub has had a wonderful first year. That and lots more here at 11 o'clock this morning on Wednesday's Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast. Today, folks, is National Candy Corn Day. I'll leave that to you guys. Never been a favorite of mine. I don't know if it's that they're too sweet or the consistency or a combination of both. Just never cared for it. Even as a kid, I didn't care for it. Anyway, so I have some candy corn. I know a lot of you guys for Halloween have that stuff all over the place. So eat some. We're probably going to have another Halloween where we get 0 visitors. They just don't come to the Farmo Falls. All right, this day in history in 1938. Orson Welles broadcast a radio dramatization of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. Listeners believed the broadcast to be a real news event and thought aliens were attacking the Earth, causing panic across the country. I wonder how they finally discovered that wasn't real. Anyway, if you're listening by the podcast, you're always welcome here. You can access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcast from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and voila, up pops the Fat Travel Guy. All right, so I can't come out and tell you everything I want to tell you about the upcoming group cruise to Alaska in 2026. And I'm not supposed to say it's on the well, I guess I can say it's on the MSC Poesia, because that's the only MSC ship that's going to be out there. And I'm not supposed to say yet that it's going to go on May the 25th. And I'm not supposed to say anything yet about pricing. I'm not supposed to say anything about a lot of things, but I'll tell you this, folks, especially you guys that like balcony cabins, the pricing for the balcony on the MSC Poesia is going to knock your socks off. It's enough that Nate happened to be talking to our MSC representative and said, "Oh my God, you're way too cheap on your balconies." So anyway, hopefully today or tomorrow, everything will be finalized and we can start rolling with it. I mean, it's going to be open for bookings like now. It's a little different when we're actually going to have an official group as opposed to just booking straight up. But Nate and I talked about it extensively yesterday, and we're going to really, so we've got a lot of time, we're going to roll with this heavily, and hopefully he and I will both host the cruise on the Poesia. It's not going to be the first cruise because that's a little too early in the season. It's going to be the third cruise on the 25th of May. But we'll get to that. All right. So that's the main news from my side. Other than the new heater system, it's doing fine. Yeah, I've got my sweatshirt on today, but that has nothing to do with the heater system. That's just, comfortable for me. I like the sweatshirt. Okay, so we got some things to go over, folks. This was from our buddy Kim, who's been on a Panama Canal cruise with a group from up there in Portland. This is St. Joseph Church in Panama City, Panama, which was really cool. They have this, and I'm not sure how to call it, a miniature display or something that they made there in the church. Of course, it has, religious significance, as most things do in Catholic churches. But, that's just looks awesome to me. So I'd go see that if I was down there. No doubt about it. All right, this was from Rochelle. She's on Icon of the Seas. She is just so excited about this ship. Absolutely loves it. And she sent me a special message about the entertainment. She says, as many cruises as she's done, the entertainment on Icon is by far the best she's ever seen. Night before last, she went to Wizard of Oz and said it was just outstanding. So, I wasn't all that excited about going on Icon of the Seas. Of course, it's still too expensive for me to go on it. But, I'm going to have to put Icon on the Seas on the to-do list. With all the fall over Puerto Rico, this is Sylvia rolling through San Juan, which she absolutely adores. So, and you can see, that's like many of the places that we go and try to, maneuver in wheelchairs, that's doable. Yeah, it might not be the smoothest thing in the world when you're on cobblestone, but that's doable. You have to watch out for, high curbs and steps into buildings and so forth, which you're going to find anywhere in the Caribbean. But, I could roll right through there just like she's doing. This is Bubba Schumart and Lynn. They're down in Pensacola Beach for the Blue Angels reunion. And this is our very own Cindy Lee. She's having a little pizza. And that's the better half, Nick. They had some awesome pizza. And look at that Greek salad. Doesn't that look yummy? A Greek salad, and they're at Joe's Italian Market. So that's Cindy and Nick. We hadn't seen Nick for a while. We've seen Cindy because her last travels was with the girls. So anyway, it's always good to catch up with some of the Chillie Cruises family, wherever they are in the world, whether they're traveling or doing something at home. All right, so I'll be back with a whole bunch of news stories after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. And we're going to start off today with Carnival Dream, which is nearing the end of a 14-night Eastern Caribbean itinerary, experienced a technical difficulty earlier this week, impacting her speed while in St. Martin. As a result, the ship remained in port much longer than planned, which gave the engineering team time to try to fix the issue. The vessel was supposed to depart at 4 p.m. local time. However, according to reports from onboard guests, the ship stayed in port until the early morning hours of October 28th, delaying the port call on St. Croix, scheduled for the same day. Luckily, the unspecified propulsion issues are already fixed, and they are expected to have no impact on the remainder of the current sailing or on subsequent voyages. Some may wonder why we report extensively on propulsion and azi-pod issues. A report was just released on an incident from 2023 in which 100 people were injured, 8 hospitalized, and 1 dead. The report is the first public acknowledgement that the incident led to the death of a passenger. The Saga cruise ship Spirit of Discovery was caught in a violent storm in the Bay of Biscay. The ship had a propulsion failure during the storm. These issues, folks, are important to all of our safety and welfare when we're cruising. The Disney Wonder has changed its Australian itinerary due to last-minute hull maintenance, citing environmental regulations. Originally scheduled to sail from Brisbane to Melbourne from October 28th to November 1st, the cruise was set to include a stop in Eden on October the 30th. However, the port visit was canceled, resulting in the cruise consisting entirely of sea days. These adjustments respond to strict biosecurity regulations in countries such as New Zealand and Australia, which require hull inspections and cleaning to prevent the spread of invasive species that could enter the harbor and reproduce there. For instance, ships like Coral Princess, Pacific Adventure, Viking Orion, and Queen Elizabeth experienced itinerary disruptions due to similar biofouling issues. MSC is not the only new cruise line going to Alaska in 2026. Virgin Voyages has announced Brilliant Lady will sail to Alaska that year, offering 17 sailings to 12 breathtaking destinations. Virgin Voyages pass holders can book slots of starting this Thursday, October 31st. Tickets will become available for everyone else on November the 13th. Brilliant Lady will be the cruise line's 4th vessel. Due to construction-related challenges, Virgin Voyages moved its launch from December 2023 to September of 2025. Looking for a zero solo supplement? Here's your one. Voyager of the Seas 4-night cruise sailing from Port Canaveral on November 26th. Solo prices start at $431. Double occupancy is only $475 per person. All you have to do is call or text me at 434-258-9264, and you can join Gary, Older Than Dirt, Katie, and Angela on Voyages of the Seas, November 26th. British Columbia's Port of Vancouver, a prime embarkation port for Alaska cruises, has closed out another record-breaking year of cruise guest arrivals, welcoming 1.32 million passengers, a 7% hike compared to 2023. The vibrant and robust cruise tourism industry is a major economic boom to Vancouver region. An economic impact study newly released by the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority, which oversees the facility, found that cruise lines, guests, and crew members together account for $1.1 billion in local spending each year. Another cruise season is in the books for the Port of Montreal, and like so many other international cruise ports worldwide, the Canadian port is celebrating a banner year. Between May 4th and October 28th, more than 50,000 passengers on 20 vessels across 14 cruise lines descended upon the port on the St. Lawrence River in Quebec. Congratulations to the folks in Montreal. With trouble continuing to brew in the Red Sea, Holland America has decided to skip the region during its 2026 World Voyage. As a result, the cruise line is also removing Europe and Africa from the 133-night trip. Departing from Fort Lauderdale on January 4th, 2026, the cruise line's Volendam will now focus on 5 continents and visit Asia, the U.S., South and Central America. The new round-trip cruise will travel south from Fort Lauderdale to South America, then to Antarctica, across the Pacific to Australia with stops in South Pacific. It will then explore Asia before a second trans-Pacific crossing to Alaska. Working its way down the west coast of the U.S., it will cover North and Central America and return on May 17th, 2026, following a Panama Canal transit. With cooler temperatures and fewer visitors, the fall and winter months are among the best times of the year to visit Orlando and Kissimmee. If you're planning a trip to Disney, Universal, or SeaWorld in the near future, give your feet a rest by renting a mobility scooter with Scootaround. All Orlando mobility rentals are 15% off until October 31st of this year. Call Scootaround toll-free 888-441-7575 or reserve online. Use code ORLFALL, Oral Fall, or use SRN 11137. Scootaround in Orlando. The 3,000-guest Crown Princess sailed into Sydney, Australia for the first time this week and was met with a very warm welcome. Not only was this an inaugural visit, but it marked the beginning of a lasting partnership as Crown Princess will now home port in the Emerald City year-round. In the next year alone, the ship is expected to generate more than $120 million for the national economy as she makes 78 visits to more than 20 ports around the country. Guests who embark on her first Sydney-based sailing had the option of staying on board for 4 nights, 6 nights, 11 nights, 26 nights, or 28 nights. Awesome. Crown Princess in Sydney. Mein Schiff Relax, an advanced cruise ship under construction at Fincantieri Mount Falcone Yard for Germany's TUI Cruises, completed her initial sea trials. The vessel will become the largest in TUI's fleet and mark the company's first LNG-powered dual-fuel ship. The newly established crew welfare hub at Liverpool Cruise Terminal has wrapped up a highly successful summer season, providing essential support and services to thousands of cruise ship crew members. The terminal welcomed 97 vessels throughout the summer, bringing in 55,575 crew members. The Crew Welfare Hub, a collaborative initiative between Liverpool Seafarers Center and Liverpool Cruise Terminal, offers a range of practical and emotional support services for visiting seafarers. Its convenient location within the terminal has proven invaluable for crew members, many of whom have limited time ashore. The Crew Welfare Hub was enabled seafarers to access essential services and enjoy a well-deserved break by providing a comfortable and supportive environment, both indoors and out. There has been a slight price decrease on the Norwegian Epic transatlantic cruise from New York to Rome that sails on March 31st, arrives in Rome on April 15th. Transatlantic cruise, 15 nights. This is not the price drop I've been looking for, but double occupancy now starts at $12.52 per person, which is a couple $100 cheaper than it's been. If you're interested, we still have cabins available. Give me a call for pricing, 434-258-9264, and join us on the Norwegian Epic Transatlantic. I'm still looking for a major cut in prices on this one. Seems to me that the price is awfully high getting this close to the cruise. I mean, it's still several months till we go, but I've been expecting a pretty substantial cut, maybe even zero solo supplement, or a very low supplement would be really nice. All right, that's going to end the news portion of today's show. So I guess we better go see who's fussing at me in the chat room today. All right, so, wow, Hot Air Tom was first one in the house this morning. Jimmy's with us. Good morning, Jimmy. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. I appreciate it, Jimmy. Mike's with us from the other side of the pond. There's Kenneth up in Pennsylvania. Katie's with us down in Orlando. Todd's here. Good morning, Todd. Gary older than dirt. Gary, I guess you noticed that Katie and Angela are going to be joining you on the Voyager of the Seas. Oh, there, Katie's saying the same thing. I'm going on your Thanksgiving cruise. Awesome. Super, we need to get together someplace. Okay. I'll do it. Gary, is it okay if it's okay with you? I'll send Katie your phone number and your email address, and y'all can make some plans on. And Katie, I can promise you, if you're going to meet Gary someplace, it's going to be at a bar. It's where I meet him all the time. Nah, that's not true. We meet in the dining room some too. The rest of the time we meet in bars. So, Steve's with us down in Kentucky. Good morning, Steve. There's Bob down in Tennessee. There's Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Emily's with us. Says hello to Chillie and the gang. Going to be in the 70s from now until Friday. High 70s for Halloween. Yeah, we're supposed to get in the 70s here today also. Although it was cool this morning. It wasn't as cold as it's been. But, I mean, it was still like down in the upper 40s. But then it's supposed to warm up substantially today. And we're supposed to have some high 70s for 3 or 4 days now. So looking forward to that. Katie says, Wizard of Oz on Icon was amazing. Man, Katie, Rochelle, wow, I've known her now for 3 years. And in 3 years, she's one of the few people that's been on more ships than I have. I mean, she goes all the time, it seems. So, and I'm not used to her being so bubbly with praise for a ship as she is with Icon. She absolutely loves that ship. And so that carries a lot of weight with me. All right, Cindy says, Nick will be with me on Margaritaville at Sea. Okay, 30 days from today. Yeah. Almost time to start packing. Would you quit? Cindy always packs, before I even decide what ship I'm getting on. I think I'm lucky if I pack the day before I leave. So, Amy's with us. Good morning, Amy. Todd says hi to him. If Mike says hi to Kenneth, everybody's speaking back and forth. Gary says, okay with me. Was thinking Sorrento pizza on the promenade. Dreaming about it all night. Well, there you go. Sorrento pizza's okay. I like, on a number of the Royal ships, Sorrento has a Diet Coke machine. You get the fancy cups, and you just get the Diet Cokes as much as you want. I have the Diet Coke package because on Royal I get enough booze by loyalty to not have to worry about the drinks package, but I do have to have my Diet Cokes. So Sorrento's normal. I don't know if it's that way on Voyager because I've not been on Voyager. But Sorrento's is one of the places that usually has one of those machines, and I just go, fill it up all the time. So that's, I'm in Sorrento's like 5 times a day on the ships. Katie does adult beverages too. Yes, she does. I have had drinks with Katie several times. Packing, yep. My bag is packed for the cruise ship, Dr. Cruise. Just need to add laptop to the backpack. You guys. I haven't even figured out what I'm going to take yet, much less packing. I got a week till I leave, or more than that. This 14th, what I'm going to leave on I can't remember. I've got one of the doctor's appointments that week. I don't remember now. I'm gonna, and I got to also see when Hot Air Tom's getting to South Carolina. I know he's going to get there before I drive down. I've got to figure out mileage. I'm hoping that I can drive from here to meet him in Myrtle Beach, he and Cindy in Myrtle Beach, and then drive from Myrtle Beach to Port Canaveral. I haven't looked at the mileage yet. If I can do that on cruise day, or if I got to do that and stay in Port Canaveral. I don't think I've got anything booked for the night before, or maybe I do. I don't remember. I can't remember. Keep up with all that stuff. Let's see. Gary says, I'm up for a cocktail. Oh, yeah. Gary is always up for a cocktail. That's why Gary and I get along so well. I'll tell you another thing that Gary likes to do, and he's better at it than I am, because, after dinner at night, but usually when I'm up at, 4 o'clock in the morning working on the show that day or whatever, Gary always finds he'll find a good bar with entertainment. And that'll be his hangout for the week. It'll be someplace that he enjoys. He gets to know the bartenders. He likes the entertainment there. So it's normally a place where I can always find Gary. And it's different on every cruise we've been on, depending on, the entertainment and stuff. But yeah, Gary and I have become pretty good friends now from our cruising. Cindy says, see, Chillie, I'm not the only one that packs weeks in advance. Oh, you and Hot Air Tom are nuts. So, I can't make my brain work that fast. I already got my hotel in Palermo booked. Well, yeah, so I have hotels booked for other things in advance. I just don't remember on this one. Because I know I'm gonna stop to see Tom and Cindy for a day or two. I'm not even sure how long I'm going to be able to do that, and possibly a night after as well, after the cruise as well. And then I have to be home for doing the MRI business, because I had, quite frankly, and I'll point this out, because with Katie and Angela jumping in with Gary. As soon as I saw the pricing on that, I said, "Holy, never mind what I said. I need to go on this one too." But they sail on the 26th and on the 27th is my MRI. So I'm going to be in a damn tube while they're out on a damn cruise. Not happy about that. Yes, I am. I'm happy that they're going to go on that cruise. I would love to have been on it. Here, Hot Air says, we check in on November the 8th. You're going to be down there well ahead of time. Emily says hello to Todd as well. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. It was a pretty good show today, I thought. A lot of news stories. I like days when I can cover a lot of ground. So that was excellent. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I will be back same time, same channel tomorrow. By all means, folks, please smash that thumbs up button. We haven't quite gone over 100 yet, so my X crowd's not quite as big today, but we're always welcome here, guys. Again, another day goes by that I can't get StreamYard to fix this system so the chat room works for you guys on X. One of these days, they're finally going to understand what I'm trying to get them to do. But anyway, also, guys, if you have not subscribed, please take this as my invitation to subscribe to this channel. We've had a nice little run up here this week. We're up to 6611, I think it was this morning. So we're scooting right along towards 6,700 now. And we'll hit 7,000 here. Yeah, maybe we'll hit 7,000 while I'm on the cruise ship Dr. Cruise. That would be cool. So, all right, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. And hopefully one day soon, we'll all get together on the high seas. Hope to have the specific information on the Alaska group cruise coming up on the Poesia, maybe tomorrow. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. See you tomorrow morning.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chilliescruises.